to the Meeple Marathon. Today we're going to do something a little differently, but I wanted to show off some of the newest tables for Pinball Fx. Now, if you have followed my channel for quite some time, you might know that I am a fan of pinball. To me, it's the perfect complement of something digital or something other than board games that is perfect for the solo player. It's just you against the machine, just like it's you against the game. And recently, Pinball Fx released a pack of tables based on the three Asmodee titles. So we have Exploding Kittens, Gloom Haven, and Terraforming Mars. I'm just going to give you guys a brief preview of these because they're just fun. It's a nice change of pace every once in a while. Remove yourself from a board game, plug into something digital, but these keep that same atmosphere here. So I'm just going to run through all three of them in the order of my, they're all fun. But I'm certainly going to show you my favorite one last. So this is Exploding Kittens, which is, if you're not familiar, a kind of a party game, quick playing card party game. And haven't dived into like the rules on any of these very much. So don't take this as a how to play the table well. This is meant to just kind of show off the tables and give you guys something to think about. If you're interested in Pinball Fx, it's a free download on consoles and Steam. And then the table packs, you have to pay for. I think it's $9.99 for this 3-pack of tables.
Try harder this time. Hit the spinner.
So in this one, you have to hit this little spinner. Oh, I missed it. If you have to hit the spinner enough times, you're going to enter in modes where the modes are based on the cards. It's been a while since I've played Exploding Kittens, but I do remember like Attack and Diffuse, and those type of cards being big. There's that little upper playfield there. If you can get it up that ramp into the what looks like vortex, it will lock the ball, and I lost it. Again, don't take this video as a professional table guide by any means. Oh. That cat's a little distracting. So again, Exploding Kittens, there we go. Got to lock 5 up there, I guess. Exploding Kittens is a card game, so the translation from a card game into, here we go, we've got a multi-ball going. I don't really know how. I think this is one of the modes. Oh yeah, it is a card. See the future. I guess this one is a multi-ball.
Keep collecting them and see what happens. Try not to explode, buddy.
Right, so we're gonna we're going to exit this table just to make sure we have time to show them all off. I don't want this video to run too long. So next up is going to be Gloom Haven. This would be my preference of the best game out of the 3. But Terraforming Mars was a really enjoyable pinball table. So we're going to save that one for last. But this one, I think it's always tricky to...
reason for coming to Gloom Haven. Out here on the edge of the world. That simple fact is never going to change. A mercenary can't fight on an empty stomach.
I think it's always tricky to implement a RPG-style game into a pinball table. They're just not very similar. So, you know, Pinball FX has done other games based on video game IPs that were RPGs, like Fallout and what's the other one? Not I'll look it up. The dragon one. Anyways, this one does a fine job, but it's without reading the instructions, I feel like there's a very deep rule set here, similar to actual Gloom Haven. It's not as pick up and play as the other two. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing on this, but I can see that there are, you know, starting characters down below. I'm assuming I have to unlock them. There are various missions. If you hit the sinkhole enough times, you can start missions which involve that lower playfield. There we go, starting main, and the Inox encampment, which if you play Gloom Haven is one of the first ones. Limited time, 188 seconds, invisibility master, get hit 3 times while it's invisible. Alright, decide the road event. Option A, left ramp. So here you have to like make a decision by hitting a ramp, and unless you're like really good, you can't, you're just gonna take whatever ramp you hit. So again, how well...
Forest and begin to track down the encampment using Jexera's crude map.
This must be the Inox tribe that ransacked Jexera's caravans.
She will certainly pay us once we've made it.
I did not even see that.
Let us finish the task
That
first
thing in the way.
before worrying
Anyways,
about payment.
that's a very quick look at the
They set
Gloom
traps.
Haven table.
Tread
Again,
carefully.
if you are a super fan of Gloom Haven and want to get into it, I'm sure this table is great. It probably just needs some looking into the rules. Anytime you're in a table, you can go down here to Table Guide, and it will give you step-by-step instructions on, alright, what's the skill shot? Where's the main sinkhole? Side scenarios, mini playfield, you know, what are the main scenarios? City events shop. So it goes over everything. It teaches you how to play the table. You don't need to worry about that. But we're going to exit the table here and show off my favorite of the three, and that's Terraforming Mars, which is another excellent board game that I feel like has translated really well into a pinball game. So just to show off some of the other pinball tables here, they've got a whole new Star Trek lineup. They got some Snoopy ones. These are all their original like IPs. And then down here they have, maybe they don't have it. Okay, yeah, maybe they don't have the Bethesda tables on Pinball FX yet. Those were released on Pinball FX 3. I know it's kind of confusing that they keep coming out with new iterations and not just making it the next number in the lineup. Pinball FX is the most recent one.
Please select your corporation.
So I really like this, that you get little bonuses based on your corporation. So we're going to start with kickbacks activated. That's a fun little moment in the game. And then in this one,
on Mars,
ooh, that's a good thing.
have already been built. The red planet needs to be terraformed.
In this one, you have to knock down these targets that I'm hitting now, which are kind of tricky because it bounces right back towards, you know, the center hole.
That contributes to this vast undertaking. Will your corporation lead the way into humanity's new era?
Once you knock down all these targets, a sinkhole presents itself, and then you would go in there, and then you have the main modes are like, okay, heat up the planet, get some greenery on the planet, grow some algae, cloud seeding, control an asteroid attack, and they're very straightforward. So we'll do heated up.
Heated up. When successful, this mission will raise planetary temperatures to a level appropriate for sustained human habitats.
Oh, and I missed it.
By activating the reactor bumpers and the spinner. Insufficient resources to continue. Project failed. All systems normal. Launch the ball.
Thank you. So yeah, for heated up, you hit the spinners, which is kind of the 2 orbits on the outside. Like there, I would have hit the spinner. but obviously I failed to do that before losing the ball. Let's see if we can't get another mode started here. There is also several multi-balls. But like I said, these are this is just meant to be fun. I wanted to highlight these new tables as a way to give people an alternative to sitting in front of an analog board game. Every now and then, I feel like it's good to change things up a little bit. Oh, no.
Success. Please select a project.
All right, let's try greenery this time.
The goal of this project is to increase oxygen levels on the planet. Aim for the ramps to form greenery. Project failed. Recalibrating optimal approach.
All
All
right,
systems normal.
we're gonna actually play this
Launch
one
the
out.
ball.
Since I haven't played.
Trajectory
Oh, look at that skill shot.
Danger. Ball trajectory recalibrated. Kickback online. Bonus multipliers raised.
This table, I feel like if you have played, if you had played pinball before, it's pretty easy to pick up and figure out what's going on. Whereas Gloom Haven, I definitely would have needed to read through the table guide in order to better play the game and score well. Either way, that was just a quick preview of the 3 board game themed pinball tables. Now for Pinball Fx. Once again, we'll get out of here. Yes. Just to show off some of the other IPs. Anybody who is like me and, you know, a fan of Marvel, fan of Star Wars, nerdy IPs like Star Trek and things like that are going to find a lot of stuff that they would love here. Kung Fu Panda, dragons, trolls, there's even a My Little Pony, Brothers in Arms, Borderlands, Homeworld. I mean, all of these. Look at all these Marvel ones that are all excellent. A Garfield one, World War Z, South Park, and then a ton of Star Wars ones, and a ton of Universal ones. And then way down here at the bottom, they have actual physical pinball tables that they have turned into digital versions. So similar to, you know, like iOS having a digital version of a board game, they've taken and made digital versions of the real pinball table here. But these are all excellent as well. Either way, this is not like I don't get any kickback from Pinball Fx or anything like that. This is simply just a fan trying to show off a table pack that I thought was really fun. And so that's going to do it for today's video. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know in the comment section below. If you'd like to see longer playthroughs of some of the digital pinball tables that Zen Pinball has previously released, I do have a playlist on my channel of some previous ones that I've done. So you can go check those out. I'll try and put a link in the description below for those if you're interested. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Have a great day.